Senior Advisor to the Mayor, Joel Eisendorfer.
Thank you, thank you. Good evening. On behalf of our great host, Mayor Eric Adams, welcome to Gracie Mansion. Tonight is a celebration of Jewish heritage, and it's deeply meaningful celebration for our mayor, who has been a tremendous friend to the Jewish community for decades. As we just finished celebrating the holiday of Shavuos, which commemorates the time we came together as one unified group to receive the Torah, our heritage. Tonight is especially significant. Tonight we join together as one unified New York City Jewish community to celebrate Jewish heritage in the largest Jewish city outside of Israel. When it comes to getting stuff done, I have the privilege of seeing up close Mayor Adams every day as he continues to lead the fight against anti-Semitism and implements innovative ways to stop it. Thank you all for your continued support and partnership. Now please join me in welcoming the 110th Mayor of the great city, our great friend, the Honorable Eric Adams.
Wow, wow. Look at this crowd. You know, look at this crowd saying, good friends, Joe, really good seeing you and your family, Josh. You know, this is such an important celebration as we come in and acknowledge a Jewish heritage time of the year. The other day, I was at CUNY Law School, and the graduates, some of them stood up and they turned their backs because I was a former police officer. And I left before the keynote speaker. And I later learned what was her speech. And I want to tell you something. One of the most devastating part of our history is when people remain in the room and allow people to desecrate others. I would tell you, if I was on that stage when those comments were made, I would have stood up and denounced them immediately, because we cannot allow it to happen. And now I know why they turned their backs on me, because I would never turn my back on you. I would never turn my back on the men and women of our military service. I would never turn my back on the men and women who are part of the New York City Police Department. I will never turn my backs on people who are in this city and make this city what it is. The silence that we are seeing in the midst of the hate we are experiencing will never be the silence that will be in City Hall as long as I'm the mayor of New York City. That is not acceptable. We must raise our voices. We must send a loud message that our secret weapon is our ability to live among each other. And hidden in the crevices of this community is a powerful term called mitzvah. Built into your culture is giving back. If you look in the history of the relationship in general of what you do for America, but specifically for the African American community, Dr. King had a rich relationship with the Jewish community. The civil rights movement was about the embodiment of the Jewish community and the African American struggle. We are the same. We've gone through the same journeys together. All over the globe, what you have endured is no different than what African Americans have endured all over the globe. We are connected in our struggles to build a better environment and a better city and a better country. I am so proud to be the mayor of the Tel Aviv of America that we call New York City. We have the largest Jewish population outside of Tel Aviv. And each trip that I've taken to Israel, and Michael Miller and his family showing us the beauty of what the Israeli people have shown. This is a great community, and you represent what's great about the greatest race alive, and that's the human race. We have so much to be proud of here in this city. We have so much we must continue to fight for. And our honorees today personify what's great about this city. And don't let anyone kid you. New York City is not coming back. New York City is back. This city is back. We're resilient, and you can never defeat America because you can never defeat New York City. And this large gathering of so many of you who are my friends, this community stood strong for me, unwavering, was very clear who they wanted to be the mayor of this city. You knew me as the state senator fighting on your behalf. You knew me as the borough president, and you know me as the mayor. I took the trip to Greece to combat anti-Semitism with other mayors across the globe because I know they come for you today, they come for me tomorrow. And we must stop the progress of hatred that we are experiencing. I think of the joke of the two hunters in the jungle hunting for a lion. They come up against the lion, and one of the hunters said, "We need to run." And the other hunter said, "We can't outrun the lion." And the hunter replied, "I don't have to outrun the lion, I just have to outrun you." And I laughed when I heard that, but then I thought about it for a moment. We cannot outrun each other. Because if the lion devours you, that lion is still in the jungle of life. We must make sure that we come together and defeat the lion of crime, the lion of anti-Semitism, the lion of homelessness, the lion of attacking your yeshivas, the lion of going up against each other. The goal is not to outrun the lion. The goal is to get the lion out of our jungle so we can live in a level of safety and prosperity that we deserve. So I don't want to outrun you. I want to join you. I want to embrace you. I want to learn of your culture and your understanding. That is why we did Breaking Bread, Building Bonds, so we can sit around the table together and send the message of the beauty of our diversity and what we offer to each other. We need each other so much. We can learn from each other. And that is what this experience is about when we come under this big tent on Gracie Mansion, the People House. We learn from folks like you, Eleonora, on what it is to grow up as a young Jewish girl in this city from Israel. We learn from you, Joe Shammy, and what your family is coming together, and Rabbi Potasnik, and Joel Eisdorfer, who I watched each one of his children grow up. We learn from each other. And I'm so excited about where we are, because I believe for the first time in history, there's an army of people that says we're not going to surrender to hate. We're not going to allow hate to define us. And we're not going to allow those who believe that they can divide us. We are united. And that unification is going to determine who we are going to be as a nation. This is the greatest country on the globe because this is the greatest city on the globe. There's something special about being a New Yorker. There's something that we represent that's unique to this country. And I believe we need to lean into that and not be embarrassed about the quality of life that we have created. No one is lining the borders of this country to leave. They're lining the borders of this country to come in. We have a good product. We are made up of the best stuff on earth. We're New Yorkers, we're Americans, and we believe in what this country stands for. I thank you for coming here tonight under our big tent and being part of this Jewish heritage celebration. And so I want to bring on someone I've learned to respect and admire, our new acting Consul General of the State of Israel, Israel Nitzan, to say a few words.
Mayor Adams, I should say you're right. The word is wow. Was not that excited to be in a Jewish event since my bar mitzvah, I think, but it's good evening. First of all, greetings to everyone here tonight. I want to start by saying thank you to our good friend, the esteemed mayor of New York City, this great city, Mayor Eric Adams, for hosting us this evening, for including us in this celebration. As maybe I'll open with, I mentioned my bar mitzvah. I should say that since I'm leaving soon, New York, I have here with us the upcoming Deputy Consul General of Israel, Tzach Sar, and I'm sure many of you are going to know him, if not all of you are going to know him when he starts his assignment here in August. You'll have the chance to say hello later this evening. And I want to thank also Francine Rob-Vogel, our Chief of Staff, for all her support to me and I know to the community. As we celebrate Jewish heritage and commemorate also the 75th anniversary of the State of Israel, the miracle called the State of Israel, we reflect upon a rich legacy that spans thousands of years. We say that Israel is 75 years old. It's actually 75 years young and 3,000 years old. The Jewish people have made remarkable contributions to art, science, literature, and countless other fields, leaving an undeniable mark on human history, and especially in two main places in the last several hundred of years, the State of Israel and the city of New York. I think that this is the place to be Jewish outside of Israel. While we celebrate and reaching this milestone, we can not ignore also the rise of anti-Semitism that continues to plague our world and our life, both locally, globally, and in our neighborhoods here. Yet, in the face of adversity, we commend. One word is critical here, and one word is very important, and is leadership. Of course, your leadership, Mayor Adams, as well as the leadership of all the elected and community leaders standing up every day, every hour in support of the Jewish community here. We commend you for doing that. I want to thank you also, Mayor Adams, for acknowledging and criticizing and condemning the latest hate speech and anti-Semitic rhetoric in CUNY law. Leadership is key and leadership is critical, and your leadership is greatly greatly appreciated and valued. And we need also to, I also need to say how grateful we are for all the hard work of different law enforcement agencies here in New York for keeping the Jewish community safe. And I think that we should give them a round of applause. Many of them are here, working very hard, keeping all of us safe, as well as not only the Jewish community, but all communities safe. So here we're here to recognize friendships, relationships. The relationship is the friendship that blossomed between people of different backgrounds. Our friends, neighbors, and colleagues from throughout the city have embraced and supported us as a consulate, as a Jewish community, fostering an environment of inclusivity, understanding, and acceptance. These friendships serve as a powerful reminder for all of us that love and respect can transcend religious and cultural differences. It is our responsibility to build the bridges. It is our responsibility to build these relationships and commitments. By fostering dialogue, promoting education, and nurturing strong bonds of friendship, we can build a world that upholds the values of diversity, tolerance, and peace. And again, Mayor Adams, you and your administration, as well as our many friends here, worked very hard and proved the importance of leadership in building these bridges, promoting this tolerance and understanding. And we're grateful for your leadership, Mayor Adams. Thank you. So I'll just conclude by saying, Happy Jewish Heritage Month. Happy Independence Day, the State of Israel. We love you, we love this city, and we're proud to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Heskel. I see you out there also. Good seeing you, brother. And we have Sid. Sid, how are you? So we want to honor some of our real heroes. You know, Josh, you always talk about how we have to honor those who are working hard. We want to make sure we do that. So let's call up our honorees.
All right. We're introducing Monty and Avery Lippman, founders of Republic Records, home to world-renowned artists. Their efforts in art and culture made a great impact in New York City and beyond.
And when you look at the success of this company, some of the artists that they represent, how they give back, and, you know, music is a powerful force. And I just really want to thank them for the number of people that they have touched and continue to develop them with an important craft. Just, you know, the power behind the sound. Congratulations to you guys. Thank you so much.
And for the next honoree, Penina and Michael Friedman.
Thank you, folks. We're going to go real fast here. My name is Monty. This is my little brother, Avery. We run Republic Records. We started the company in 1995, just a few blocks from here. I'm happy to report 28 years later, it's the nation's #1 record label. You may not have heard of us, but I promise you, you've heard of the artists we work with. Taylor Swift, Drake, The Weeknd, Ariana Grande, and New York's own Nicki Minaj.
All right. What Monty didn't tell you, our company was started with our bar mitzvah money, all right? Temple Bethel, West End Avenue, Manhattan Beach, Brooklyn in the house. I just want to say, I had some remarks, but how lucky we all are to have Mayor Adams. He's inspiring, he's passionate, and we thank him so much. And I just want a quick shout out to my wife, Janet, who keeps the tradition alive in our house. And I love you, and I love my family. Thank you.
And for the next honoree, introducing Penina and Michael Freeman on behalf of the Tonsors organization. The Tonsors volunteers help others through the power of joy, working to support people facing serious illness and hardship. Come to the stage to receive your award.
This organization here is made up of volunteers. Volunteers. They give back. They are there for people who are in painful moments. And they just really, when I heard about the organization, it just inspired me how we can just give back. We're blessed with so much. And to volunteer and give back and what they're doing is really what this community represents. So thank you for the thousands and thousands of mitzvahs that you do. Keep doing a great job. Congratulations to you.
And for the last honoree of tonight, let's welcome Daniel Rosen, a dedicated philanthropist and leader serving on boards and committees, working tirelessly to uplift communities all around the world. Please welcome to the stage, Daniel. Daniel's family is a rich tradition of helping the city that they love. And I just want to thank Daniel, his dad, his son is here. Where's your son? Let your son come up and join him. His son, his whole family's a family of really giving back in a real way. And I just want to thank you, Daniel. Why don't you come and say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor, distinguished guests, thank you for this honor. I'm humbled to join these other advocates up here today to receive this honor. Mr. Mayor, you have been a true friend and an incredible leader on many issues, and sincerely we thank you for your leadership and resolve as you continue to exude the defense of Jewish interests. As the grandson of Holocaust survivors, it is hard to watch the rise in anti-Semitism. I, for one, am most comforted in knowing that we have a leader like you to have our back. Thank you so much for this honor. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Shout it from the bottom, now you're here. That's right, great. That's your team style.
Please welcome the featured performer, Benny Friedman.